For this Board of Commissioners meeting on April 23rd at 2:05 p.m. We start these meetings with a prayer reading or thought. Ezra Nair will give us that, and then Paul Jones will lead us in the pledge after that.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful to gather here today to discuss the needs of the county. Please have thy spirit with us as we make decisions for the betterment of our community. We're so grateful to be able to serve and to support the civic process and uphold the values of our Constitution. We ask that thy spirit may guide our discussions today, and that thou could help those who need the most help and need to be strengthened at this time. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Ezra.
Please rise and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Paul. Before we build our agenda, just wanted to mention that this Friday, our Children's Justice Center will be having a pickleball tournament. The teams are $50 a team. All those proceeds will go to help our Children's Justice Center. So you're able to find some information on their website if you want to sign up for a team, and or if you just want to make a donation in any way as well. So wanted to put that out to our millions of viewers on YouTube and those that are here today. So I wanted to mention that. Now we will build our agenda. Any of the items of the 10 items that are on consent that the commissioners would like to hold?
I had none.
None. Okay. On the regular agenda, there are 6 items. The item 1, I'd like to hold.
And 2.
And 2.
Just as a package.
Mm-hmm. Any others?
I have no others.
Okay. Anything we need on 6? We're good on the boundaries and districts there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll just hold 1 and 2, and then we will hold 7, 8, 9, and 10 for closed. All 4.
Did you guys have questions about 1 and 2?
We will as soon as she reads this. You're totally good.
As far as regular agenda items, we will hold numbers 1 and 2. For closed meetings, we will hold numbers 7, 8, and 9, and strike number 10 as
Oh,
stated.
sorry. We will hold 10 as well.
I apologize.
Yep, you're
I
good.
missed that one. We will hold, for closed meetings, we will hold 7, 8, 9, and 10 as stated.
Thank you, Ruth Ann. Okay. This has been a long time coming, so this is a great thing. I
Very
appreciate Tom's efforts along with yours in creating different groups so that if one group asks for a reduction in insurance limits, that it makes sense if it's someone that's less likely to
So
exceed
kind of
claims.
the approach that we're going with this is that right now everyone's required to have a $3 million per occurrence policy for events, regardless of the nature of their event. The point, and then they can appeal to the commission if they want to have a reduction. The point with this change is so that we kind of take care of that on the back end. The amount of insurance is based not on a single standard, but on the type of event that they have. There's a list that is included in the event insurance standards, and that's agenda item number 1, a list of events and the associated amount of insurance that would be required from that person holding that event.
So say you are in a different category, you're in a medium category. Does that, do we remove their opportunity to still ask for a reduction?
Yeah, so that would be the change that was made in the facility use policy. There are two changes in the facility use policy. One is a change that we previously made in the county code to adjust some of the deadlines. So that was just a conforming change for the county code. The second change was getting rid of the process to ask for a reduction. So this would remove the reduction process, but also would allow for more people to have $1 million limits or $2 million limits, just based off of the risk rather than anything else.
I mean, I don't-
Sparked another question for me on the facility use policy. If we were to have a group that we weren't too excited about them using one of our facilities, what do we have to say?
Do you mean the nature of the event?
Risk and
Because-
or it's just maybe
stick
not
with that.
family friendly.
Just stick with risk.
Stick with that. Mhm.
Stick with risk.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I
should
would
start
say.
classifying things.
Start with stick
Yeah.
with risk.
Yeah, thank you.
We don't do a content-based discrimination. Yeah.
So
That
we
answers your
have
question. Do we have a process? So, I mean, I think that there are some things that would just be forbidden. If it's not on the list, they'd have to go to, I imagine the process is that they'd have to go to the civil division or to Tom, the county risk manager, and check the risk. And there are just some things that are forbidden. One that Tom has mentioned in the past are bouncy houses. Those are just too risky. There's too much issues with those, and so those are just forbidden. So there are certain things that the nature of them are just too risky for us to take on, and so no amount of insurance would cover that, and so we would just deny those.
Like a rave, if we were gonna have someone to rave.
Yeah, something illegal. If somebody wanted to do illegal drugs, we just say no.
Just say no, that's good. If there are a category of events that that we want to prevent, we could take a list and put that in the event, or in the facility use policy as prohibited activities. Of course, mostly content neutral would probably be advised, but if there are certain levels of activities we're not comfortable with, we could put that, we can do a second look at this if there's a list that you want to exclude.
So if like the Latino festival out here, they wanted to have bounce houses, we say, sorry, you're just
Say that aspect of your event would not be
would
approved.
not be allowed on county property. Okay.
The categories for the risks, the low, medium, high, and which events they're paired with, that Tom can speak more to this if you guys have questions, but that is based off of industry standards, what event websites, event insurance websites are using. So that those aren't just numbers that we pulled up out of thin air. They are, based off of various risk analyses. And if you have questions, Tom can answer them.
My last question for you.
Yeah.
There was a situation where we had denied a certain application, lowering their amount, and it was my understanding that I was told that once they had gone to Public Works, who manages the process, that if it's denied, they can't come back. But is that accurate? Because I think
You mean the old process?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. If
They
the
did.
event
They did
permit.
go
they
back.
did come back. So I was just wanting some clarification of if we have that written, spelled out, so that again, a lot of this is trying
For
to
reduction?
save time. Yeah.
I don't recall anything in the facility use policy that said either way,
Okay.
whether they could come back or not. I know in that case that they did come back and ask for they initially asked for a complete waiver and then they asked for a reduction, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and so the reduction was granted the second time. But I don't think that was prohibited under the facility use policy.
Okay. Okay. So
And
we're on
under the
same
current,
page.
under this new facility use policy, they wouldn't be coming to you in the first place.
Okay.
Which I feel like there needs to be an opportunity to ask for a waiver or reduction.
We still have that, right? Like
No.
if it's
That, I did, that's part of what the facility use policy is. Like I said, there's two changes to it, and one's the deadline and one is just getting rid of the process to have people appeal. If you guys wanted to put that back on, I could do a little bit more working on it.
Maybe Tom could speak to some of the standards. I think having all these standards kind of based in, best practices, it provides you guys some cover to not then allow waivers to this
One, and
exhaustive
I
list.
like this in the sense that it will significantly reduce the request because a lot of them are meeting what they already were asking. But I hate to just be so black and white. Maybe there's an event, a support, like a partner group or something we, maybe we're a member, we'll just say like the Utah Lake Authority wants to do something and they're on $1 million coverage and they want to apply for a waiver to have none as we're a member of that organization. I just feel like they should have that ability to ask us.
But a group like that already has the coverage. They're not going to ask
Sure.
for insurance, but what I could see more is them asking for, we don't want to spend $500
On the fee.
on the
the
fee
facility.
to
And-
rent the facility.
So maybe having a fee
Fee
waiver
waivers could be your.
Fee waivers is, I think, the more.
You would just move everything to fee waivers rather than looking at the actual insurance waiver. I think that could provide, like, if you guys said, hey, we want to help these guys out, we just provide a fee waiver instead of having exceptions to the insurance policy. That's
Yeah, I'm
probably
okay
cleaner.
with that.
Yep, and that's still in there. You still have the opportunity to do fee waivers for events.
Would you kill me if I punt this one more week?
I don't. This has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, it'd be 2
so
weeks.
For me, 2
Um,
weeks is nothing.
And that's
I'm
good.
not entirely sure fee waivers are still in here. I might have been a little bit overbroad.
Well,
with
and
what I
that
took.
will help in our.
It's
Well, that's-
1.4.
Yeah, I would love
I
I
to
think
just.
fee
I can
waivers. I
do-
think we're all on board with.
You-
if
yeah.
there is
Section
one,
1.4 is the fee waiver section.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
in there.
Now I
Maybe
will
just
say
wasn't
that
seeing it.
at the city level, it was, there was granted some, right? But it got really hard because you open up, everybody's is meaningful, right? Everybody's
Right.
5K, everybody's, you just start opening that can of worms and it gets,
Yeah.
so I like where you were going with that. But
Well,
I don't
and
wanna block
Ezra did
ourselves.
point me to the correct section. The fee waiver the fee waiver is still in here. You guys, they can still ask for a fee waiver. So I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, do you still need some more time on the
Yeah,
insurance? Okay.
I just want to run through it. Now that I've had this conversation, that better helps me look at
So
this.
do you want to make a motion to table those two until you can, to our
Want to continue or
May
table?
7th?
Yeah, continue to May 7th.
Yeah,
Just needs a couple more weeks and that's fine. We don't,
And that's both items
Yeah,
one
not
and
a
two.
problem.
this is not time pressing at all. So if you're okay with that.
I'm fine with that. I'll make a motion to continue these to May 7th.
second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that'll be continued to May 7th. And now is the time where we would open for public comment if there's anyone that would like to address the commissioners this time. Okay, seeing none, we will go into closed session. Thank you, everyone.